So, are you tired of drowning in dongles and tangled cables every single time you try to share your screen in a small meeting? I mean, you walk in, the clock is ticking, and there's just,
Oh yeah, just a terrifying knot of wires right in the middle of the table.
right. It's the classic pre-meeting panic.
You end up losing, what, 5 valuable minutes just trying to get a simple slide deck to show up on the monitor.
Exactly. So, to demystify this tech chaos for you today, we're doing a deep dive on a specific product page from HDTVSupply. It's for the Captivate AT-OME-MH21 Omega Meeting Hub Switcher.
Quite a name. But it's essentially a device that solves a very physical, highly relatable problem. It completely streamlines how our hardware communicates.
Okay, let's unpack this because usually we think of these devices as a digital traffic cop.
Right, which implies, stopping, pausing, and directing separate streams of traffic.
Yeah, exactly. But it's actually much more accurate to think of this one as a digital nervous system.
What's fascinating here is that the single USB-C connection acts exactly like a spinal cord. It carries sensory data like the feeds from your room's cameras and microphones and motor commands like your display output at the exact same time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it isn't just routing video. It has this built-in USB 3.0 hub that supports two host PCs simultaneously.
Wait, which actually introduces a secondary problem, right? Like, if
Huh?
we both have our laptops plugged into that hub, how does the switcher jump from my PC to yours without totally dropping the room's camera feed for everyone dialing in remotely?
Well, it manages the USB enumeration process instantly in the background.
Okay, what does that mean in plain English?
Basically, the hardware holds the connection to peripheral devices open.
Okay.
So when the active host switches, there's no disruptive software handshake required.
Ah, I
The
don't know.
camera just seamlessly jumps to the new laptop without freezing the Zoom call.
Okay, so getting everything plugged into one ecosystem is great, but that still leaves the problem of actually starting the meeting. Like, how does it handle the software side?
It relies on automatic input selection. It literally senses the 5-volt signal from your cable.
Yay, the second you connect it.
The exact second. It wakes up the system and fires up the room's display automatically.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. I was looking at the specs and seeing 4K downscaling right next to an 18 gigabit per second bandwidth feels like a total contradiction to me.
How so?
Well, that massive 18 GBP's bandwidth means there's zero lag when you're sharing high frame rate video. But, I mean, why buy a Ferrari just to drive it in a school zone? Why is a cutting edge device bragging about downscaling to 1080p?
This raises an important question, and it's really all about the messy reality of office tech. That downscaling provides vital backward compatibility.
Oh, for older monitors.
Exactly. If you walk into a room with a brand new 4K laptop, but the wall monitor is an older HD model, the two devices cannot natively talk to each other.
So you'd just get a blank screen.
Right. Without an active downscaler translating that 4K signal into 1080p in real time, you'd get nothing. It actively saves the presentation.
Not only that, but it's also pulling audio duty. The spec sheet mentions audio de-embedding, which sounds like heavy technical jargon.
It does, but it's actually solving a massive headache.
Mm.
The de-embedder actually strips the audio frequencies directly out of the combined HDMI data stream.
Really? So where does it go?
It reroutes that isolated audio via a dedicated analog connection directly to the room's amplifier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it saves you from having to run a secondary, messy auxiliary cable from your laptop's headphone jack just to get sound.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? When you look at the bottom line here, it has a price tag of just $220.
Right, and if we connect this to the bigger picture at $220, this directly targets the huddle room market.
Small meeting spaces.
Exactly. It brings enterprise-grade matrix switching,
Hmm?
which used to require a dedicated, highly expensive rack in a massive boardroom, down to a simple 4-person table.
And it doesn't sacrifice security to hit that accessible price point either. It maintains HDCP 2.2 compliance. Just to clarify the mechanism there, that creates a secure digital handshake between the source laptop and the display, right?
Correct. It ensures that proprietary company content can't be intercepted or digitally copied in transit.
That's a huge deal.
It is,
Yeah.
especially when you were deploying these hubs across dozens of smaller breakaway spaces that might sit outside the central IT network's direct line of sight.
Ultimately, the entire goal of this gear is frictionless collaboration. You shouldn't even notice it's there.
The technology simply gets out of the way.
Right, so you can focus entirely on the work.
And that leaves you with an interesting thought. As these huddle room hubs become this automated, secure, and compact, are we approaching a future where office tech completely disappears into the walls,
Oh, man.
leaving nothing but the human conversation.
That is a world I definitely want to have a meeting in. We'll leave you to ponder that next time you're staring down a tangle of cords. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we'll catch you on the next one.